Hello friends, if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're a fan or a subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate you. Today I'm going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons, the resistance to BADD, or bothered about Dungeons and Dragons. Not much else I need to say, so let's get on with the video. In 1984, Gygax's company TSR Tactical Studies Rules created the TSR Code of Ethics, limiting evil characters and promoting the game as encouraging teamwork. Quote, "Evil shall never be portrayed in an attractive light," end quote, it declared. TSR then released another edition in 1989, removing all mention of demons, assassins, and Asian-inspired monks. In spite of this effort, BADD and its allies were able to control the conversation of the RPG issue. Many companies decided to accept the risk by putting warning labels on their products. These warnings were meant to stir adolescent gamers, as well as demonstrating company responsibility and warding off future potential lawsuits. Because of BADD, an entire generation of gamers found themselves stigmatized. Especially in and around the Bible Belt, ministers preached that RPGs were cults. Others who played were accused of Satan worship. The Bible Belt is the southern United States, for those who don't know. In 1987, Entertainment Tonight aired a two-part special hosted by Geraldo Rivera entitled Games That Kill. The Game Manufacturers Association countered with a pamphlet, Games Don't Kill, a look at the claims. Car PGA was a counter-movement to BADD organized in 1988. One member, Pierre Savoy, investigated the backgrounds and credentials of the claims makers and published his findings in the gaming magazine Shaddus. He found that most literature condemning RPGs quoted religious sources that had copied the claims of other religious sources. In his search for truth, he found a minefield of conspiracy theories. For example, John Torrell was touted as an expert on the psychological dangers of D&D in the weekly World News, but Savoy found out that Torrell had once warned that President Reagan signed a secret surrender to the USSR in 1986 in Reykjavik, Iceland. When BADD fell, it fell suddenly and spectacularly. When gamers started resisting, it pressured the media to investigate the claims of gaming more critically. 1991 was an eventful year. In March, 16-year-old Sean Novak stabbed 2 children to death in Virginia Beach, Virginia. His lawyers invoked the D&D defense, claiming that Novak confused his character with himself. Later that year, clinical psychologist Anthony Moriarty published an article in the Psychology of Adolescent Satanism. He took warnings about teenage Satanism very seriously, but he condemned pulling in BADD as inducing hysteria and being counterproductive. Also, D&D was no longer new. The police did not focus on D&D as a factor in crimes anymore, and the D&D defense proved to be an utter failure. Moral entrepreneurs moved on to video games that were becoming more realistic and violent. Soon, BADD collapsed. Radecki retired after a scandal was brought to light. He claimed that he had been on the faculty of the University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana Medical School. When Cardwell investigated, he found that Radecki had briefly held the title because it was given to doctors who were accredited to practice in a teaching hospital. However, the title was revoked in 1985, well before Radecki stopped claiming the title. In March 1992, he resigned from NCTV, and not long afterwards, his medical license was revoked for, quote, immoral conduct of an unprofessional nature with a patient, end quote. He became head of NCTV for a short time, but she got cancer and died in 1997. Since then, TV series have depicted D&D as harmless diversion. However, some religious groups still see sinister meanings in role-playing games. Well, friends, if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source I used for this episode. If you wish to support this channel, you may do so on my PayPal link. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.